Hey guys, so today I will be doing the full face using products I hate video, so let's just get started. So to start off, I will be using the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer, and I do not like this because it burns my eyelids. The formula is fine, it just burns and it irritates my eyes. I obviously don't want to use it for that reason. Then I will be going in with the Stila Nouveau Natural eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Dune, and I'm gonna take that shade and just set my lids with it. Then I am going in with this shade and putting it in my crease. And I don't like this palette because it is very, very chalky and powdery, and I think the shades are just very, very strange. It's also very, very old, so I really should not keep it. And then I'm just gonna take this shade just to kind of deepen the crease. And I've also noticed that these shades just blend together and they don't they get very, very muddy. So I don't know, I just really don't like it. This just isn't what I would like for my eyes. Then I'm going to be taking the shade Jezebel, which is like a salmon color. And I don't like it because, do you guys see? Oh, I flipped you guys off. Sorry. It's just not as shimmery as I would like. And it swatches horribly, which is another thing in itself. I'm just going to put this all over my lid. Like, do you guys see this? It just looks very, very muddy. So we're done with that palette, and now I'm going to be taking the Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics palette. And to be honest with you, I don't like any of the Urban Decay Naked eyeshadow palettes. I don't like them. I don't think the shades are that good. There's nothing special about them. The Urban Decay Naked Heat, though, is beautiful. But this, I just don't like. Very chalky. I don't like the shades. It's all matte. I'm not the biggest fan of mattes unless I'm using it as a transition shade. But I am going to go in with Fresque, which is this shade. It's like a taupe, a matte taupe. And I'm just going to put this in my crease again, just to kind of make everything look a little more polished. It looked really bad, but it's because these products are not good. I'm really trying here to make it look semi-decent. So we are done with the eyes, and now I'm going to prime. But I'm going to use two primers. The first primer I will be using is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. And the reason I don't like this is because it is so slimy. And that's because it is silicone based, which I don't have a problem with because most of my primers are silicone based because I do have oily skin, so that's just what is good for my skin. But this is so thick and so slimy, and like with my other silicone based primers, they at least kind of dry matte semi, like they don't leave like the greasiest, slimiest film, and this is so thick and it feels disgusting. And because of how greasy it is, it breaks me out. This breaks me out a lot, so I obviously don't like it. Next, I'll be using another primer that I hate so much. This is the Milk Blur Stick, and this is like something that a lot of people like. I don't like it. It does absolutely nothing for my skin. It's supposed to like erase your pores. It doesn't do that for me. It smells really nice though. It smells very like citrusy, but it doesn't do anything on my skin. When I put this on, it leaves flakes of the product on my skin, and it just feels weird and I don't like it. And you also have to press very, very hard to get out the product, which you can't really notice any product, but since this is a products I hate video, I'll be using it. So now I will be color correcting, which is something I never do because I don't like it. I will be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid, and this is the green one, which gets rid of redness. And I don't like how, for some reason, it just leaves like a green tint on my skin. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but that's what it does on me. It doesn't really blend the best either, and I haven't even noticed that big of a difference, to be honest with you. I just think color correcting creams, concealers are unnecessary, so I'm just gonna blend this. Okay, you guys, I actually take that back. This blended really, really well, but I still don't like it because I just don't think it's necessary, to be completely honest with you. I think foundation covers up redness just as well. Next, I will be applying foundation, and I feel very, very strongly about this product. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation, and I used to love this foundation so much because it was very full coverage, and that's what I was looking for, and I still like full coverage foundations, but this, it's so cakey, and it is like literally putting on paint, like putting paint on your face, and like you'll put your fingers on your face and foundation will just transfer off. It's very, very cakey. Okay, I don't know what just happened. My cat did something. It is very, very cakey. It's very obvious that you're wearing foundation. It's very like orange, and the smell is just not good. And I will show you guys like how thick this is. Like, do you guys see how thick that is? It's crazy. It's not a breathable foundation at all. Not very comfortable. I wouldn't wear this long wear, anything like that. Like, ugh, it's just very like painty. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get a breakout. To be honest, like, it feels disgusting. It feels absolutely disgusting on my face. Like, I have a feeling that I'm gonna break out from this. Actually, the good thing about this foundation is that you do not need to wear concealer because this is so full coverage. You don't need to wear any concealer. It completely covers up any concealer. Ugh, this just feels disgusting on my skin. Okay, so now I will be applying concealer. This concealer, the actual concealer, I enjoy. I do like it. I just don't like the applicator, and I think you don't get a lot for your money. It is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this, I believe, went up from like $28 to $30, and I think $30 for a concealer is ridiculous, especially like for how little you're getting, because this does not go a long way. I don't like the applicator. Also, it's just very small compared to my Tarte Shape Tape, which like the doe foot applicator is huge. But since this foundation is so full coverage, we don't really need a lot of concealer, so I will literally just be dabbing the smallest amount on my skin. So now I will be applying a liquid highlighter, which I don't really like liquid highlighters, but I wanted to give this one a try because I heard a lot of good things about it. So I will be using the Benefit High Beam, and really the big reason I don't like this is because it does not blend well. Like, I will put this on my skin and it's just like a streak of highlight, and it doesn't really like mesh well, and I don't like it. Like, you guys probably can't see that it's not blended well. Lighting is pretty bad, but just doesn't do it for me. So next, I will be using the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in Neutral. And I don't like this because it just kind of clings to my skin really weird. It makes it look like extra cakey, especially with this foundation. I don't like it. The shade is really good though. They do have a really good shade range, but it just exaggerates like the little hairs on my face and like the fine lines, and I just don't like it. Then I will be using bronzer, and this is the Milani Baked Bronzer in Glow, and there used to be writing on this, but it's very old, so it kind of wore off. I'm just going to apply this kind of on my cheeks, and the reason I don't like this is because it is shimmery, and shimmery blushes or bronzers is not good because it just kind of exaggerates like any marks on your cheeks, and you really don't want that. That's just, I don't think, the best to apply on your cheeks. I think the color is good. I think it is just a little too orange for me because I am not warm toned at all. So I think if you had a deeper skin tone, this would be great for you, or even if you just had a warmer complexion. I just think it makes me look very, very orange. And then I will be using the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amour. And it's just the same thing. It does have a little bit of shimmer to it, not a lot. The color is pretty. It just does have a little bit of shimmer to it, and I think it is too warm. Not to mention it has streaks of brown in it, which just looks very strange on my cheeks mixed in with pink. These don't really blend the best on my skin, at least. Some people have had great experiences with this. Not me though. Oh dear. Okay, it's looking awful. I really tried to make this look good, but sorry guys. Next, I will be applying some highlighter, and I will be using the ColourPop Dreamcatcher Super Shock Cheek highlighter. And the reason I don't like this is I hate the texture of this highlighter. It's not a powder, it's not a cream. You can't use it with a regular brush. You'd have to use like a synthetic brush, and I don't want to do that. With a regular fan brush, you cannot pick this up. You would just have to use a synthetic brush or your fingers. It swatches really nicely with your finger, but when you put this on your skin, it just doesn't blend well. It just looks very like cakey, I think. I don't know. It just doesn't really look the best on my skin. The only thing I like from ColourPop are their gel liners. This is really pretty. It just doesn't really do it for me. Next, I will be applying eyeliner using the Balm Mr. Right Now eyeliner pencil in Jack. And I don't like this because it is impossible to remove. So this just isn't going on at all, so I'm just gonna skip that. So then the last step is mascara. I feel like everyone likes this mascara, but I just don't. It is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. A great dupe for this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. An incredible, incredible mascara. This is just not good. I don't know, I just think this makes my lashes very clumpy, and it really doesn't do what I want it to do for my lashes. And I think the wand is very difficult to use. The L'Oreal wand is very similar, but I just find that one to be a little better. Oh my god, this looks horrible. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. As you can see, I think this looks pretty awful, but if you like any of these products, don't worry, we all have different dislikes and likes. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and please give this video a like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. While we're young, dumb, and broke, young,